Expo Chicago is coming to the Stevenson Convention Center with the biggest celebrity names in entertainment, comic creators, and voice actors. Plus, my favorite thing, the shopping. You got to save some time and some money for that. Fan Expo Vice President Andrew Boyce here with a preview. Thank you so much for your time today.
Oh, no, I'm delighted to join you. You're not alone on the shopping. That's actually one of the number one reasons people come to the show.
I want to get my selfies. I want to get my autographs, but I also want to come back with some great merchandise as well too. We'll talk a little bit about that later. But some big names. I mean, you guys have just been throwing out all the greatest hits for this year. Tell us a little bit about who's joining us.
Yeah, no, look, it's a great lineup. Every year we sort of think to ourselves, how are we going to top it? But I feel like we have again this year, and that's our responsibility. That's what we're in the business of doing, bringing the fans their heroes. So, Michael J. Fox, Christopher Lloyd, Tom Wilson, and Leah Thompson will be joining us, which is obviously an iconic foursome. Super excited to have them. Chevy Chase will be with us. Andy Serkis is going to be a Sam Raimi, legendary director. We've just recently announced Mira Sorvino, which is kind of cool. She hasn't done a lot of events with us. Giancarlo Esposito is a real fan favorite too. And we're not done. Just between us, we have a few more coming out. So there'll be a few more names that are hitting the lineup as we count down the days towards the event. But as always, I encourage everyone to head to fanexpochicago.com to check out the full list. I've sort of spoken about some of the actors on screen, but of course we have incredible voice actors, awesome comic creators, and great celebrities from all fandoms for the fans to meet.
I mean, even when you just mentioned Chevy Chase, that it was just recently announced Beverly D'Angelo's joined the group as well, too, because we've got a whole National Lampoon's Vacation reunion coming in, especially with Anthony Michael Hall and Christy Brinkley, Randy Quaid, and Dana Barron as well, too. So if you're a fan of that movie, I mean, get your tickets ASAP.
Yeah, I mean, it's not often that people are able to collect that. It's almost, for many people, it'll be sort of a once in a lifetime to see them all together in one place. And you can imagine the hilarity that will ensue when you see them all get back together.
You did post recently as far as SAG-AFTRA strike, as far as who's coming, who's not coming, but it seems like everyone's on pace to still be a part of it. But obviously check the social media accounts for Fan Expo Chicago in case there's any last minute changes as far as somebody not being able to attend.
Yeah, I mean, all our fans are pretty understanding now. It's sort of the nature of these events when you're dealing with high profile people that have full schedules. Sometimes things happen. They happen to all of us. We miss flights. We have a change in schedule. So we're always pretty upfront and open about those adjusts. But yes, best place to keep up to date with the latest is on all of our socials, because we work to let everyone know as soon as we can of any changes.
I'm wearing a green shirt. You're wearing a dark colored shirt. But you cannot show up this way to Fan Expo. You cannot show up in a polo shirt. Tell me a little bit about, because that's one of my favorite things, is not only to see everybody's costume, but all take pictures with people, because people really put a lot of time into effort and how they dress for Fan Expo.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about the celebrities, but many of the stars of the show are our fans who spend months putting together their costumes, and some of them even have a different costume for every day of the convention. Now, I do like to say the costumes are not required. I am often seen in a polo shirt at a Comic-Con, so everybody's welcome. But as you say, it is a huge way that many of our fans celebrate the characters that they know and love. We have a lot of programming associated with cosplay now. One of our biggest attractions, of course, the Cosplay Red Carpet, which is an opportunity for all fans, regardless of what fandom you celebrate, to come and walk the red carpet and be cheered on by your fellow fans. We have hundreds of people that walk that carpet over the weekend. Look, it's just another way that we can share our passion of pop culture and celebrate the characters that we know and love. And as I say, the time, energy, and money that are put into these costumes, it's awesome. You can really stop each other in the aisles and, as you say, take photos with each other. It's a huge part of the energy of the convention floor.
I know I've been just as excited to meet one of the celebrities at Fan Expo as I am the people who dress up in these cosplay costumes, because it's just like, it gives you that whole experience, and it just makes it feel so special and such a welcoming place for fans.
Yeah, no, it's really a truly great way to connect. And that's what this is about. It's about bringing our community together to celebrate all things pop culture. And everyone's a fan of something, so everyone can find that community within the platform that we provide, which makes this so special.
Let's talk a little bit about buying passes for autographs and for photos early. Is anybody sold out? Do we want to can we wait till the last minute, or should we get those before going to the convention?
I would encourage everyone to head to the website and get tickets early for autographs and photo ops. You never quite know in terms of that, so you don't want to be disappointed. I'm a planner, obviously, so I'm always going to encourage people to plan ahead and get those tickets in advance. And of course, even for attending the show, we've seen that there is a huge appetite from the fandom community to come back and be with each other once again on even larger and larger scales. So at some of our other events, we've even seen some of those day tickets selling out. So beyond just getting the opportunity to meet your favorite celebrity or your favorite voice actor or whatever it may be, I also encourage everyone to head to fanexpochicago.com just to get your tickets, so you're not disappointed when you're ready to come on Saturday and there's none left.
A lot of the times you hear the celebrities talk, people go to these conventions all the time. So you might have one actor from a project or one actor who's been in another project who happens to see somebody else. But to have that experience where 4 or 5 from the same movie are there together, and maybe they see each other all the time, maybe they don't. What's it like? Maybe give us a little bit of like that backstage viewpoint as far as, what it's like to see them all get together, because I'm sure they're just excited to hang out once again as the fans are to see them.
It's wonderful to see that energy. I mean, making a movie or doing a TV show, you create very, very deep bonds with people. Sometimes you're dealing with quite unique subject matter, or you're delving into characters that really require you to connect with your scene partner or your fellow actor in a unique way. So yes, we see people that have created very deep bonds and have a lot of history with each other. And the other fun thing to see in the green room too is that the actors are often fans of each other too. So there may be someone that's really keen to meet one of the iconic actors that are coming to our show, the more up and coming actors that are coming to the show or whatnot. So, I mean, in a way, the fandom outside on the autograph hall is mirrored sometimes within the green rooms and backstage, because as I say, truly we're all a fan of something and someone. But no, it's wonderful to see people reconnecting and ultimately just energized and enthusiastic about giving the fans a great experience.
We talked a little bit at the beginning about shopping. One of my favorite aspects of it: posters, t-shirts, collectibles, action figures, vintage items, newer items. I mean, I give myself plenty of time to make sure I hit all those booths. What might be new, or what are some of the things that we should highlight as far as the shopping experience goes?
Well, I mean, comics, of course. Chicago has historically been a really, really great comic show as well. So a lot of collectors come to pick up unique and one-of-a-kind comics. But as you said, Artist Alley is really that destination for the unique and one-of-a-kind. The other thing is you actually get to meet, in many cases, the artist that has created the item. So not only are you getting the piece to take home with you, but you're also getting the story of what inspired the artist, how they created it, what inspired them to start doing it. And, those sort of conversations about the background of the piece when you go home to say, look what I got. And by the way, did you know that the person that created this XYZ? So, I mean, there's those great opportunities to connect on that level. I think a lot of the shopping is often done on sort of the Thursdays and Fridays, because you want to get in early too to make sure you get all those exclusives, because often there are exclusives either at the Fan Expo store or other merchants throughout the event that sell out in the first couple of days. So for the shoppers, for the hardcore shoppers, I say come early and get first dibs.
And get first dibs. And then final thing, do you ever take a moment to step back? Because I know one of the things that I love to do is, not just the shopping and meeting people and getting to meet the different artists, but to step back and watch the families, getting to see friends come together as the cast of something, seeing parents with their young kids all, dressed up, groups of friends who, might encounter somebody else, and just seeing the love for, the communities and how everybody bonds and everybody dressed up. Do you ever take a moment to just like maybe stand on the stairs and just watch?
Yeah, I always take a moment to do that because there's a great sense of accomplishment for the team that works on this year round and truly puts their heart and soul into creating this opportunity for those connections to take place. This is our payoff, to see that happening and to see it happening with such energy and excitement. So I always make a point to find those moments. We also create those moments. We enjoy talking to the fans and hearing their feedback directly. We have talkbacks at the show where we garner feedback because there's always opportunities to improve and enhance the experience. And there's no better way to do that than to have a face-to-face conversation. I'll often head over to the food court and have a slice of pizza and whatever, and just connect and celebrate with the whole community because that's what it's all about.
That's what it is all about. So make sure you get those tickets. Make sure you get those photo and autograph passes as well too, as early as possible. Again, Fan Expo Chicago taking place August 10th through the 13th at Stevenson Convention Center in Rosemont. FanExpoHQ.com is where you can go ahead and get all the ticket and all that information. And Andrew, thank you so much for your time today.
Thanks, Rudy. Great chatting.
You too. Thank you.